You know, I told Nina that this feeling of loss is really familiar.
You remember losing someone?
If I did, I wouldn't know who it was, but it's just real, this aching. It's just in here, you know? I know if there was somebody, they would have to be important, like Lenny was.
I hope you've known love in your previous life, Mike. It's the greatest gift a human being could ever receive.
I'd be lucky to find what you and Lenny had.
But you have. Even if you don't know it yet, I can tell you're in love with Nina.
What did you think was gonna happen when you tried to blackmail me?
It wasn't blackmail.
You recorded our conversation on your phone. You tried to get me to admit to criminal activity.
I was trying to protect Jocelyn.
If
We've
you
been
care
over
about
this
protecting
already.
Jocelyn, then you would respect the decisions I make for her welfare.
What about respecting my decisions? I mean, do you ever once see things from my point of view? I mean, in what world do you think that taking over Sonny's business is safe for our daughter?
Keep your voice down. Jocelyn doesn't need saving, and neither do I. You, on the other hand, can learn a lesson in humility.
What's that supposed to be? What, you gonna tell Jocelyn what I did?
Even if Nina and I... Look, all she has to do is go to Port Charles, right? Spend time with her grandson, and then she doesn't have to come back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can always come up with excuses not to go after something because you're afraid. I can't tell you the number of people who told me it was too soon to marry Lenny. He could be deployed at any time. We'd be separated more than we'd be together. But I knew, Mike. In my heart, I knew Lenny was the one. My only regret is that we didn't have enough time.
I would never do anything to undermine Jocelyn's relationship with you.
Glad to hear it.
But Jocelyn's not a little girl anymore, as she keeps telling us. So if you want to stay on your moral high horse, you're gonna lose her all on your own.
Is that what you're hoping for?
No. I always want you to be in Jocelyn's life, even if you're not in mine anymore.
We're always going to be in each other's lives, Carly, because we're co-parenting Jocelyn.
No, we're not. Jocelyn's moving out. She's moving into the dorm, okay? The days of us raising Jocelyn together are over.
And just because she's going to college doesn't mean we're not going to see each other. We're going to be at volleyball games, graduation, a wedding, hopefully.
Yes, our paths are always going to cross, and Jocelyn is always going to connect us. But the days of raising Jocelyn are over. You and I are going to show up as mother and father, nothing more.
You have been one of the most important people in my life. Now you're just gonna walk away? That's it?
You've been one of the most important people in my life. You gave me Jocelyn, and I'll always love you for that. But I don't trust you anymore. And let's face it, you don't trust me.
Oh, come on. I mean, how many times have you forgiven Sonny? Or how many times have Jason and Sonny forgiven you? I mean, were my actions really that unforgivable?
You never used to live in a black and white world. I remember when living in the gray area used to suit you just fine. But you've changed, at least when it comes to my actions, and I can't have someone in my life who's gonna judge me all the time or go behind my back and hurt me. So this is our new reality, and it's totally on you. So you're gonna have to find a way to live with it.
You mentioned I was Cesar Faison's son. You remember that if you ever think of double-crossing me.
Hey, Nina. Hope you guys had enough time to catch up.
Well, not quite as much as I would have liked, Mike. So I think I'll be sticking around Nixon Falls for a little while. Nina said she'd show me around.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look forward to getting to know one of Nina's friends.
It'll be really great to get to know you, too.